May 13th, 2026, and we have got a stacked deck today. Quick word from today's sponsor, Compete Token, the gaming crypto that actually has real games, link in the description. The Fed just got a new boss, and he doesn't hate Bitcoin. About time. The Senate confirmed Kevin Warsh as Fed chair in a 54-45 vote, ending the Powell era and handing the keys to a guy who literally said Bitcoin does not make me nervous. Senator Cynthia Lummis is already taking a victory lap on X. Now here's the catch. Warsh inherits a Fed with inflation at 3.8% and basically no room to cut rates. Traders are now pricing in a 30% chance of a rate hike this year, up from 1% a month ago. Crypto-friendly chair walking into a stagflation buzzsaw. And speaking of that hot inflation, the April CPI print landed hot enough to fry an egg. Headline inflation hit 3.8% year over year, the worst reading since May 2023, with energy costs up almost 18%. The rate cut fairy tale is officially dead. Bitcoin briefly dipped below $80,000 on the news and then immediately shrugged it off and closed flat. Ethereum even popped 1%. When risk assets brush off macro that bad, somebody is buying every single dip. Charles Schwab, yes, the $12 trillion Charles Schwab, just opened spot Bitcoin and Ethereum trading for retail customers. This is the firm that for years would only let you touch crypto through an ETF wrapper. Now your boomer uncle's brokerage account can hold actual Bitcoin. Massive. CEO Rick Wurster is also hinting at stablecoins and prediction markets next, though he says they'll skip the spicy stuff like sports and elections, because of course they will. The biggest legacy brokerage in America just plugged into crypto rails, and they are not done yet. The Senate filed over 100 amendments to the Clarity Act ahead of tomorrow's vote, and senators used the chance to throw in everything but the kitchen sink. We're talking DeFi rules, stablecoin yield bans, Trump family carve-outs, North Korea sanctions, and yes, somehow, Jeffrey Epstein records. Citi tied a $143,000 Bitcoin price target directly to this bill passing, so this matters. Senator Elizabeth Warren alone filed over 40 amendments, including one that would cap credit card rates at 10%. When senators start using a crypto bill as a Christmas tree for unrelated pet projects, you know the legislation has gravity. Just pass the thing. Bitcoin held by long-term conviction buyers just surged 300%. Almost 4 million Bitcoin are now in hands that flat-out refuse to sell. That's nearly a fifth of the entire supply locked up by people who do not care about your CPI print. Supply shock loading. On top of that, CoinDesk reports Bitcoin is undervalued versus gold by 26% right now, with a copper-to-gold breakout signal that last fired in 2020, and we all remember what happened after that. The bull case writes itself. Metaplanet, the strategy of Japan, just posted a $725 million quarterly loss and delayed its preferred share launch. The Bitcoin treasury company still added another 5,000 coins to its stack, bringing the total to over 40,000 Bitcoin. Mark-to-market accounting is brutal, but the stack keeps growing. Their real problem isn't the strategy. Their problem is Japan. Japanese exchanges typically pay dividends twice a year, and Metaplanet wants to pay monthly like Sailor does. The plumbing just isn't there yet. Solana's biggest consensus upgrade ever, Alpenglow, is officially live for testing. This thing rips out Proof of History and Tower BFT and replaces them with a new architecture designed to crush finality times and stop those embarrassing outages. Solana growing up in real time. If Alpenglow ships clean to mainnet, the Solana goes down when a meme coin launches jokes finally retire. Validator operators are spinning it up right now. The Bank of England just officially called stablecoins a new form of money. Read that again. The Central Bank of the United Kingdom, the same institution that's been side-eyeing crypto for a decade, just put stablecoins in the same category as cash. Finally, somebody at a central bank gets it. The UK is opening applications for systemic stablecoin issuers by year-end and trying to align with the US Genius Act framework. 99% of stablecoins are dollar-denominated, but Britain wants a pound version too. Race is on. Tokenized pre-IPO shares of OpenAI and Anthropic just got rugged 40%, but not by hackers. The AI firms themselves came out and said the special-purpose vehicles selling those tokens are invalid. Imagine paying real money to own a piece of OpenAI only to find out it was a paper claim wrapped in vibes. This is exactly why tokenizing private equity is harder than it sounds. If the underlying company doesn't bless the structure, your token is worth whatever a lawyer says it's worth. Lesson learned. Stick to actual on-chain assets. Animoca-backed Nuva just connected $19 billion worth of Figure's tokenized real-world assets to Ethereum. $19 billion, that's not a pilot, that's not a sandbox, that's serious financial plumbing moving on-chain. The real-world asset market has grown 200% year-over-year to $30 billion, and deals like this are exactly why. Wall Street isn't asking permission anymore, they're just doing it. And one more time for Compete Token, real games, real crypto, link in the description. That's the news, see you tomorrow.